we're going to have to close it out. We don't have Al Harrington. My Cam Twist app that I use to put up Zach's disconcerting photoshops is not working. So we're just going to go Dagger Smash, noted, and get out of here. I've got the Dagger, and mine is about Kobe Bryant. And I know this is sort of a cheap shot, but I don't really care because something, people can argue about Kobe's play. Is it up? Is it down? Is he hurting the team? Is he helping the team? But I think the real fascinating thing about Kobe is his post-game quotes. He gives some really weird quotes. And so the one today that caught my eye was after that, the head-rubbing incident between Chris Paul and Pau Gasol. Kobe basically credited Pau Gasol standing up for himself and being a bully throughout the game with his own intensity, which was matching Chris Paul's intensity. And it's just this weird thing of self-mythologizing that Kobe does in press conferences where someone will ask about Andrew Bynum's post touches, and he'll just repeat something about how competitive Kobe himself is. And I think it's something that's really shaped the way that we perceive him, and I think it's a lot of BS. So that's my Dagger.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with that. There was something very contrived about Kobe, and I feel like we created a narrative for him that being a killer assassin means essentially being a jerk and complimenting him for being a jerk. And now because he's socially awkward, he does it in this very obvious way to play to that framing. And I can't prove that, but just like you say that Batum reeks of talent, the situation certainly reeks of contrivance. And I will go with, well, I guess it's time for a smash, but instead of a smash or a noted, I'll go with a quoted. And this will be the last time I ever talk about
just going off
the Golden State Warriors. Off the board. This is the last time I will talk about the Golden State Warriors on this show. I expect you guys to hold me to that. I asked Mark Jackson about Biedrins, and the main thing is I just want them to admit this. I just want them to admit that he's ducking contact and that he's purposely trying to avoid free throws because he's scared to go to the line. And why can't they admit it? Everybody knows it. Everybody sees it. Zach Lowe, the aforementioned Zach Lowe, has tweeted about it. And he's an authority. Why can't they just admit that he's doing this? Instead, they always go the other route. I asked Jackson about it. He said, you have to ask Biedrins about that. We have confidence in him. We have extreme confidence in him. And then when I asked, about the free throw shooting again, Jackson said, no, it doesn't matter to me. And to me, I could care less whether he makes free throws or not. And come on, Warriors. Come on, Warriors. Maybe that could be a segment. If ever I was to mention them again, we could do a segment every show, which is just, come on, Warriors. Come on.
I guess I'll follow that. My DirecTV died. The box no longer works with the hard drive, and so I don't have TV for a couple of days while they ship one out to me. They've got to figure out how to take stuff off of a DVR from the hard drive. It cannot be that complicated. I've got episodes of Archer on there. There are Real Housewives we haven't watched. There are Gossip Girl episodes we haven't watched. There was Shameless episodes we haven't watched. There needs to be a more efficient way to do it than just this rinky-dink, oh, sorry, you lost your crap. Send us your box. We'll send you a new one. So DirecTV really step up.
They were trying to make you smarter. I think that's what they were trying to do.
I think it's great that we're just setting new records for self-indulgence in our last segment here.
Speaking of self-indulgence, I know we're running long. Speaking of self-indulgence, I totally dropped that I work for ESPN and I got rush shipping. So that really helped me out. Thanks, guys.
Nicely done. Well, very cool.
You've taught me reading an email to myself.
Yeah. This important person sent me an email. Let me read it to you. There's actually, if you're on Google Plus and you follow NBA and ESPN on Google Plus, you can go over and watch a hangout that's just started with Tom Haberstroh, Nick Friedel, and some other people talking. I think Henry Abbott's going to be there, talking about the Bulls and Heat. So hop on over if you just did not get your fill of unscripted NBA talking. Thanks a lot to our producer James Herbert for always running a tight ship our guests, Bob Vulgaris
Pistachios.
and Mike Prada, and, of course, our sponsor, Pistachios, who the sponsor of Zach Harper's Metabolism. Thanks, everybody.